What's up guys, today's video is actually a viewer request to try the iHobby Frosted White gel balls. Today I'll be testing them against the usual gel balls that I use, the Ultra Elites from Ausgel. So I put some of each in water for 4 hours and grew a small amount just to test. In this video today, first I'll weigh some of each gel ball and get an average weight. Then I'll measure a bunch of these gels and get an average outer diameter. Then I'll do a chrono test and an accuracy test. And then to round off the video today, because it is Christmas, I'm going to do a test to see which gel ball is best at redecorating gingerbread houses. Let's get started. So the first thing I did was gather up 10 of each gel ball so that I could get an average weight. 10 Ultra Elites weigh 2.1 grams, so an individual one weighs an average of 0.21. Now for 10 iHobby gels. And same result, 0.21 grams per gel. Not really surprising though, considering the majority of the mass is the water inside of the gel ball. Next up, I measured the diameter of the gel balls. I measured 10 of each, and I just widened the calipers slowly until the gel fell through them. After measuring 10 Ultra Elites, they averaged around 7.4 millimeters in diameter, and the iHobby gels averaged around 7.2 millimeters. Now, while both of these do weigh the same, the difference in outer diameter of 7.4 mil for the Ultra Elites and 7.2 mil for the iHobby gels may make a difference in our 7.3 mil stainless steel barrel that I'll be using for the testing. Now, what could happen in the 7.3 stainless steel barrel I'll be using, the Ultra Elites being slightly larger might have more friction and so a lower velocity. But what also could happen is the Ultra Elites being a tighter seal in the barrel might be able to shoot a little harder. So let's head over to the chronograph and see which of those two results is correct. Before chrono testing though, I'll quickly show you the blaster I'll be using. So it has the previously mentioned 7.3mm internal diameter stainless steel barrel. It also has an M100 spring and outputs 30 gels per second with a 16:1 gear set and a 36K warhead brushless motor. On the end of the barrel is a hop up which helps extend range and improve the accuracy. But now let's chrono the blaster. First, testing Ausgel Ultra Elites. So out of 14 shots, we got a high of 309, a low of 290, and an average of 300. Now let's see the iHobby gels. Now with 14 shots of the iHobby gels, we got a high of 305, low of 288, and an average of 297. So the iHobby gels averaged a near insignificant 3 FPS lower than the Ultra Elites. I would attribute that difference though to the Ausgel Ultra Elites being slightly larger than the internal diameter of the barrel, giving a better air seal and allowing more pressure to build up. Next though, and most interesting in my opinion, I'm going to test the accuracy of both gels. I'm going to move closer than my usual 30 meters to start with so that hopefully every gel hits the target and I can plot impact points. Then afterwards, I'll step it back to 30 meters as usual. First up on semi-auto, Ausgel Ultra Elites. At this shorter than usual 15 meter distance, every Ultra Elite gel hit the target. The grouping I'd say would fit within about a 40 cm by 40 cm box. Now let's try the iHobby gels. Alright, 20 of the iHobby. The iHobby gels seem to have a slightly larger grouping than the Ultra Elites did. If I center both of the groupings over the top of each other in the center of the target, the majority of the iHobby do match up with the Ultra Elites, but the iHobby have 3 outliers, 1 to the left and 2 to the right, which do put iHobby slightly behind. And now, back at 30 meters away from the target, I'll fire some 5-round bursts, and if at least one gel hits the target from a burst, I'll count the trigger pull as a hit. Ultra Elites first. With Ultra Elites, every single trigger pull had at least 1 gel hit the target. Most had 2 to 3 hit the target though. Now let's try iHobby gels. So with the iHobby gels, we got a similar story to the Ultra Elites. Most trigger pulls had 2 to 3 shots hit the target. iHobby did have one trigger pull where no gels hit though, whereas the Ultra Elites hit every single time. So once again, I'd put them ever so slightly behind the Ultra Elites. So overall, I'd have to say both types of gel balls are actually really good. The differences were so close that honestly, I'd be happy to use either of them. There was a slight accuracy and velocity gain with the Ultra Elites compared to the iHobby, but personally, I'd just shop around and see which of these two is cheaper and go with the cheaper one. For the final test today, I'll see which gel ball is best at redecorating a gingerbread house. I hope you all have an awesome holiday away, and I'll see you back in January. Comment down below which gel you think did the best renovation job.